how to get fresh leads from Craigslist. I'm going to show you in this video how to get fresh leads from Craigslist for your best easy work business. Now, I kind of stumbled upon this and found this technique I'm about to show you by kind of accident by going to Craigslist. So I went to Craigslist really with the intention of posting free ads on Craigslist in order to generate leads for best easy work business. Now, when I got there, I realized that I had to pay for my ad when I posted it. And I went ahead and posted anyway, but I was kind of like, wondering why that was. And I realized later on that Craigslist have changed their way of doing business to a paid portal. So now most of the times you're going on Craigslist, you're going to have to pay for these ads, even in the places that people used to be able to post them for free. So that was kind of like, a eye-opener for me because I didn't realize that Craigslist started making you pay for ads because it used to be absolutely free to post on Craigslist in most of the places on Craigslist. There used to be some categories like the job categories that you would have to pay for, but for the most part, some of the other categories you didn't have to pay for those at all. So that was an eye-opener. And apparently this just happened in March of 2018 that happened. So I was right at the beginning of when it happened. So when I got there, did it, and I had to pay. Definitely a surprise, but I went ahead and did it because it was actually pretty cheap. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to get fresh leads from Craigslist with the walkthrough of really what to do with them. Pretty much the weird thing about, posting on Craigslist is you post on Craigslist, right, and you get the leads and you go, well, what do I show them? Because, the leads on Craigslist are a little different from everywhere else in the sense that, these leads are not coming to Craigslist looking for, mostly business opportunity, especially when you're posting where they're, people are telling you where to post. I mean, folks, when they come looking for a job, a gig, they're looking more for a job, some kind of activity they could be hired for the day and make some money at it. So it's a little different the way you got to present these the leads with the information. You really can't present them with the information like, oh, this is a business opportunity, come in and join. So it's not like posting on different classified ad sites or advertising sites like we normally used to post to. It's a little different on Craigslist, and I'm going to show you that kind of stuff. So let me show you what my ad looks like. So this is my ad on Craigslist I have right now. It says start today and get paid daily. It has a picture and it has some words on it here. So I'm going to go kind of slow so you can pause the video and take a look exactly what I have written. I don't mind if you want to copy it. It doesn't matter to me. So you can see what I have there, and I have a link that they could click. And that's interesting because before Craigslist didn't allow you to have clickable links, and now apparently they do, so that's even much better. And I have a link they could click and they get to a special page, and I'll show you what that page is. Now typically in the olden days, what used to happen, people would say, for more information, reply to this email and send me your name and email address and your phone number, and then you being the marketer would then reply to them with some kind of link to maybe a lead capture page or something like that. So this is my ad right now. Now to post an ad on here, all you do is go to Craigslist, whichever state you're in, and you go to your state. Now I'm not in Georgia, but I happen to end up here because I was doing some research, so that's why I'm on Georgia here. And you'd go down to gigs. So you go in your state there and you'd go down to gigs. And then under label, that's labor, that's where you'd want to post your ad. Now you could create an account with Craigslist, but eventually they're going to have you create an account. You can either go create an account right away or just go through the motions of, doing the ad, and then eventually they'll have you create an account. So you want to click on labor. Under gigs, click on labor. That's traditionally where people used to post their free ads. They get away with posting free ads under labor here. There's another section, the job section, and it used to be very hard to post in there. You had to pay for those, and that's why a lot of people didn't post in those areas because they used to have to pay, I think about $25 on up in order to post in these areas. So the gigs used to be totally free. Now you got to pay for it, as you're going to see when I do this. So you click on labor, and it opens into a new window, and it's going to take you to the labor gigs area so you can see the other ads. What you want to do is go up to the corner here and hit on post. Now, let me see if I have this right. So when you hit on post, it's going to take you to another page that allows you to start posting your ad. So you get to post, you want to post in the gig offer. So you're hiring something, you got a gig. You want to say, I want to hire someone, continue, and then you want to go under labor gigs. Now once you go under there, you're going to get to a page like this that wants you to fill in all these spots. You know, a title, just like any other advertisement, the title, the body, how much the pay is for this gig, and you put pay there, and some other detail, and you hit continue. Now I've already filled this form out, and let me show you that. I've already filled this form out. So I filled it out by just copying and pasting. So if you have, you know, your ad ready, you could copy and paste it here. Now here's what I suggest. If you're struggling to figure out what to post in these things, just open your local, you know, newspaper in your area and see how they title their jobs, and tweak it to fit Best Easy Work. And then when you tweak it to fit Best Easy Work, just stick it in there, because you know what, Craigslist doesn't like you posting the very same ad over and over again. I think they do something special in terms of ghosting your ads, not letting your ads show up, or something to that effect. So you want to post different ads. So, you know, you want to copy my ad, that's perfectly fine. I have this ad up, running up. If it works for you and it's not ghosted, that's perfect. That's great for you. But if you're struggling with how can I post fresh, interesting ads that, you know, resonates, then this is what you do. Just go to your local newspaper, open it up, find the job section, find an ad that you like, tweak it, stick it on here. And so that's what I did. Well, I actually made this one up, but that's the tip of how you would go about getting, you know, fresh ads. Then you want to put pay. Now for pay, here's what I did. Because with Best Easy Work, when people come in at the $50 level, they get, no, the $88 level, they're paid $50. And if someone comes in at the $1,000 level, you can make $750. So that's what I put in here to kind of put a range of how people would get paid. And so after you're done with that, you're going to hit continue, and then it's going to ask, it's going to say your ad's published. Now I want to just quickly mention about the picture, because I don't think I mentioned about the picture, and I kind of want to give you some insight on that. You could just go to Google and get some free picture that kind of has this feel to it, where it seems like it's an opportunity, kind of a business, some kind of work kind of a thing, just to give a visual to let your ad pop. Now let's go back to it. So you see after we hit the continue button, it says my ad in Georgia, labor gigs is going to cost $3, which is not bad. And the neat thing is it says it's going to be posted for 30 days. And so that's what I was excited about, the idea that it's posted for 30 days. You could go back in and edit it, and you still have your ad running. And so if you want to do that, then you could hit publish, and of course it's going to ask you to pay, and it's probably going to ask you at that point to create an account. So that's the process to posting your ads on Craigslist. So that's the simple part of getting leads. You are going to have people, you know, email you, getting you wanting information from you. So let me show you what this form is, because in my ad I have this form at the very bottom. You can see this form. They click on this form, and when they click on the form, this is what it looks like. It says, thank you for requesting more information. It requires them to put information to send back when they hit submit. Now I made these fields up, and you could create your form to have whatever fields you want. It's a free platform that you can create your forms, and it's actually called 123formbuilder.com. So you could actually Google it, and it's a free form. So I asked for all this detail because I figure, you know what, people who are doing this, they probably should be working on a laptop or a desktop. I just think it works better with Best Easy Work for what you're doing. And then they hit submit, and I get that form. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So you see, you know, this stuff really works. So that's actually the email I sent back to them. But here is the form submitted. You can see that I have 96 responses in there, in addition to some miscellaneous people who just respond back to the ad with their information. So this stuff really works. And then I send them out an email. And let me show you what that email looks like that I send them. I'm just going to get you oriented to see that email. Oh, there it is. So you can see the email here. I kind of have it already made out, and I just copy and paste it. Pretty much I have the Craigslist ad, so they know they're responding from Craigslist. And then I said, I'm an agent in Wisconsin. I was giving your info because you responded for more info. And I literally copy and paste the information they sent me between these two boxes so they could cue themselves and say, oh, yes, this is not a spam email. I really did request this information from Craigslist. And then I put a link in there for them to go check something out. And when they go, for them to go check, out the business. So then this is the point where you could actually send them to a lead capture page first, so that you could capture their lead, so your autoresponder could follow up with them, and then the page could lead off to Best Easy Work. So what I do is I definitely use a lead capture page after this. When they click the button, you know what? Let me see if I can click this button here and open it into a new tab, so you can see the page that I send them to. And if you like it, you could definitely use this stuff. And let's see here. So this is the page I send them to. I created it with my software here, and you can see it has something in the background, so it really looks like you're working from home. And then they put their information in, and then off to Best Easy Work they go. Now here's where it gets good. Something I've discovered that works really well. Now typically you'd send them on to your autoresponder that gives a message about Best Easy Work and present it like a business, right? You'd give them information about, oh, look how much money people are making, look at our compensation plan. But these folks are different. They're here because they're looking for a job. This was really their hook of why they got into this. They were looking for some kind of job. So the way I present this is I show them, and I mean, listen to this, and I'm sure you'd agree to me. When you get a job, right, what's the first thing they do? They send you to an orientation. And so that's what I did. I created a presentation that more puts this in light of this. They're going through their orientation in order to learn how to work their Best Easy opportunity here. So it's not presented in a manner that this is a business opportunity and you should come in and recruit people and do all that. This is really a soft way of introducing them to the business of Best Easy Work, and put it in the sense that, you know what, this is your orientation in how to go about doing your work, in a sense, to make this opportunity work for you. And I found that to be, the different way of presenting this than the traditional send someone to a lead capture page and then off they go to different pages that show them income proof. And I mean, income proof, there's nothing wrong with it, but the idea that it's not a hard, opportunity kind of a sales pitch. It's more of a jobby kind of, you're coming into this business, let me get you your orientation, because that's how they're used to being treated when they have some kind of opportunity that they're venturing in. So hopefully you kind of see where I went with that. So if you like this information and like this training and this tip that I just gave you, definitely hit the thumbs up button. Make a comment below or subscribe to this, so whenever I post new things, you'll definitely get the tips to that. In addition to that, if you're looking for more information or training tips, strategies to build your Best Easy Work, I create a training portal where I show members, it doesn't matter if you're on my team or not, how to really grow your Best Easy Work business. So if you're looking for that kind of information, the link is below. You could definitely sign up for free. There's no charge to be a part of my training portal there. And whenever I have great information, new tips, new strategies, that's where I typically post all that information. So if you're looking for some awesome training and tips and some behind the scenes techniques, that's where I post it. So definitely check the links below.